Hello students, I am Dr. S.P. Singh, Associate Professor in English, Government College, Viratnagar. This video lecture is meant for BA Part 2 students who have opted for English literature. You have many romantic poets prescribed in your syllabus. Today, we are going to discuss the critical appreciation of a poem entitled London by William Blake. There are so many romantics prescribed in your syllabus, and you must know what is romanticism, what are common qualities of romantics. In this poem, you will see how the city London is not liked by the poet. What are the reasons why he describes city of London in a negative way? What causes the poet, why he doesn't like the metropolis? So let us begin. William Blake, in his poem London, depicts the urban space, unhappiness and poverty of the city. He describes how every category of person suffers the effect of individual industrial revolution in big cities. While going through the industrial city of London, which was at that time metropolis and commercial city, where River Thames flows, the poet can observe it, the marks of weakness, marks of woe in every face he meets. In every man's cries, in every infant's cries, and in every proclamation, he can hear the hurdles, the difficulties which human beings have created for others. The next stanza describes the pathetic condition of the chimney sweeper, church, and soldier. The last stanza describes the misfortune of the young harlot as she cannot even take care of her infant, newly born baby, and thus the marriage has proved a curse in the era of emotional detachment. Thus, you see that the poet has described the negative aspects of the Industrial Revolution, and back to nature became the slogan for most of the romantics. Though simple, the poem is enriched by poetic devices. The rhyme scheme is A B A B. That means the first line rhymes with the third, the second line rhymes with the fourth. The repetition of the adjective every emphasizes the widespread phenomena of unhappiness, sorrow, and grief. Chartered street and chartered Thames depict the dirtiness at land and water which used to be pure and fair before the Industrial Revolution that happened in 1789. The poet has depicted a negative picture of the things, taking examples from different walks of life. The condition of every person in general, and chimney sweepers, priests, soldiers, and harlots in particular. What often was thought was never achieved, and this is true about what the romantic poets, early romantic poets, hoped from the Industrial Revolution, and how this Industrial Revolution, the scientific discoveries, led to unhappiness in human life. The romantics at the earlier stage welcomed the industrialization, but after looking the disasters created by it, they were disillusioned and considered it a curse for mankind. The poem depicts the unhappy and poor conditions of the citizens of a big industrial center namely London, as the title itself suggests. The repetition of certain terms and the effective use of adjectives like chartered, mind-forced, blackening, hapless, and midnight are helpful in creating a gloomy picture of the city. The poem may be contrasted with William Wordsworth's description of touching and majestic London in his sonnet upon Westminster Abbey. Thank you, students. You can elaborate this further, and we shall be discussing the contrast at large scale in the coming videos. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. Thanks.